I'm Gary Martin, one of the PGA pros from Huddersfield Golf Club, and today we're joined by Toheed for our 4th lesson in our 30-day challenge.
Very good afternoon.
So today we're going to be doing chipping and short games. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a chipping around the green, and what we're trying to do is give Toheed a bit of experience in all elements of golf so that, you know, we can get him playing as soon as possible. I think that's the key to improving. A lot of people have said this in the comments, is that the key to Toheed shooting under 100 will be to get on the golf course and play.
I think it makes sense to me because I did watch few videos on the short game. People suggest that you improve your short game and don't rely on distance and hard hitting, because hitting straight initially definitely help to get the right outcome. Because if you hit ball really hard and you don't perform well in short game, obviously your score gets impeded.
It's a really good point, because I think a lot of new golfers like to get onto the driving range and see how far they can hit it, don't they?
I'm one of them.
He's one of them, and you know, it's important as a new golfer that you work on the short game quite quickly, because if you're interested in getting low scores, that's really where it counts. So we're on our 4th lesson today, and we're going to be working on short game and making sure he doesn't drop shots around the green. We'll get him off to a good start in golf. So we're going to give Toheed a little bit of a demonstration on how to play a short pitch shot. Alright, so this is when you can't put the ball, okay, and you've got a lot of uncertain ground in between the, where the ball is and the flag. So it's got to go up in the air to carry over that uncertain ground.
Right,
okay, so you can't put it, or you can't play a low chip.
Right.
So we need to know how to play a pitch shot from around the green. So what we need to try to do is we need to get the ball just in front of centre, just a fraction, okay, with our feet inside shoulder width, because when your feet are inside shoulder width, it makes your bottom half of your body nice and mobile. And because we're playing such a short shot, if you've got your stance wide, you're not going to be able to turn your hips very well, because there's not much speed in the technique. Alright, so we're keeping these feet inside shoulder width, the ball just in front of centre, and I'll explain why in a minute. Because when we're playing a short shot around the green, we need to get a little bit more weight on this front leg, so it brings the swing centre forward.
Right.
So if we get that a ball in front of centre, our swing centre is going to align up with the ball then.
Right.
Alright. So we've got 60% of the weight on the front leg, feet inside shoulder width, and the ball just in front of centre. And then what we've got to try to do is try to create a bit of a shoulder control stroke. So we don't want the stroke to start with the hands like this. We don't want we want to try to minimise the movement in the hands and try to concentrate more on the shoulders. So a bit more of a pendulum stroke. Alright, so it's a bit of an extension of a chip. So a chip would generally tend to be sort of below knee height. Alright, but when you're playing a pitch, we're going to extend that a little bit further. So we're going to start by getting the club head level with our hip. Alright,
okay.
So try to start the swing with the shoulders, rock your shoulders back and through, and as you finish the stroke, we want the club head to finish hip height. Alright.
Okay.
And the key to this, guys, is using your shoulders and not creating speed with the hands. Alright, so trying to use a pendulum stroke and let the weight of the club head, feel the weight of the club head in the technique. So I'll just give you a demonstration on this.
Right, okay.
Alright, so I've really felt the weight of the club head there. I've not dragged the handle, and that's the key, is being very light in the hands and let the weight of the club head come through the shot. Okay, do you want to have a go at that?
Right, okay. One thing.
Yeah.
I'm not interlocking.
No?
No.
Alright, okay. Well, we can work with this, guys. As a golf coach, sometimes we have to compromise. So we can work with that.
To be honest, I feel I have more control on this shot because it's a short shot. I don't need to use a lot of force. Because I'm not using a lot of force, I do not have to have interlocking and stuff. I feel more comfortable by just using both hands like this and doing like this.
You know what? This is the first time in the history of me teaching that I've had a pupil asked to use this grip, but when I actually think about it, this could be a great idea, because when you've got a baseball grip or two hands together, it actually locks your wrists a little bit more. And when we're playing this kind of shot, we don't want a lot of wrist hinge. So you could have actually cracked something here with this.
Of that, I realized watching YouTube videos when people using putter, they do not use interlocking. Some of them use hands like this, others use like this, and the same philosophy I feel for this short,
Yeah.
you don't need interlocking.
Do you know
That's
what?
how I feel.
It's
And I
completely
think
right.
I'll do it without interlocking initially. If it doesn't work, then I'll start interlocking.
Do you know, that's really good, you know, because it is an extension of a putting stroke. So, you know, even I've learnt something new. I've learnt something
No,
new
don't say
today.
that. Don't say that.
I need to start watching YouTube more.
Right, okay. You
Yeah.
said to me in the center like this,
Yeah,
and then going this much
Yeah.
approximately,
yeah,
and ending approximately here,
yeah.
and it's like a bit of pendulum effect.
Pendulum, yeah, so light in the hands.
Yeah.
Try to maintain your sort of posture, so you pivot over the ball, and a little bit more weight on that front leg, so 60% of your weight on that front leg. That looks better. Well done. It's alright.
I hit the ball on the top.
Yeah. So this time make more of an effort to hear the sound of the surface, so brush the ground. That's better, well done.
I've been through heartaches, I've been to heaven, I've done my best and my worst.
So we've just been practicing there, and Toheed's going to hit a couple now on camera in real time to show you how he's improved. Excellent. Well done. I'm just going to move this to the side. Fantastic. So what we worked on there with Toheed was, at first, yeah, he's got the grip. We're going to let him play with that. He's doing really well with that. But off camera, well, not off camera, in fast motion there, what we worked on was Toheed was setting his weight on his front leg, and then as he was swinging into his backswing, his weight was moving onto his right side, and then he was hitting behind the ball. What we got him doing was planting his weight on his front leg, maintaining his head position, and really just focusing on his shoulder movement, and then his strike. Wow, what a difference.
Yeah.
What a difference.
Yes, definitely. But again, back to the grip, I feel definitely more comfortable and more in control doing without interlocking, and I'll stick to it. I think that's my final decision now, Gary, I'm afraid.
I'm going to name this grip after Toheed, so from now this is the Toheed grip for chipping. So just to conclude, guys, that was our fourth lesson, which we did sort of pitch shots from around the green. So Toheed now has nearly had a lesson on every element of golf, and it's only his fourth week. What we need to do is we need to do some bunker play and some putting.
Yes.
So then after 6 lessons, Toheed's going to be ready to actually play golf.
Hopefully. Thank you very much for all the support and good comments. I do appreciate that. But at the same time, I strongly believe any sort of criticism is fine. If I'm doing something wrong, I'll appreciate if you suggest and make recommendation. That'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much once again.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. We will listen to anything that you've got to say.
Absolutely.
So yeah, thanks for that, guys, and we'll see you next week for bunker play. Bye.